I just came from SoCal. This is the first time in a while where I've been to SoCal and I didn't go to Disneyland. So that was a different experience. I'm not complaining or anything like that. But I do love Disneyland. I'm a big fan of Disneyland. I've been so many times. I've had a season pass for a couple years. Tons of memories, experiences there. I learned from Disneyland. Such a great place. But here's why I miss Disneyland. I miss Disneyland because it's a place that never gets old. It's a place that's always reinventing itself. It's a place where you don't grow up. You know, it's okay to be in your imagination. It's okay to know that if you have a dream, it can come true. It's ran so well. It's a production. It's not a theme park. It's a production. You know, the employees are called cast members because everybody's doing a part. Everybody's putting on a play. Everybody's a part of the show. You know, you walk in, music is doing so well. Or not, I should say it so well. Music is playing, and it feels well. It feels good. You know, you get that feeling already. Everything's clean. So, you know, the park is super clean. Everybody's always cleaning. The park is operating well. Everything is lined up correctly. Parades, shows, the rides, and people are having a good time. You know, they see their favorite characters, and the characters in the shows and the movies. You know, it's like you're coming to their house, and you get to meet these characters in real life, for real. And you know, so with how well they do with their movies, goes into how well the park is. Because Mickey was on the screen before, it's so cool to see him in person, right? He's the iconic, legendary character, right? You see Marvel in movies. Marvel's crushing it. Superheroes, kids love it, adults love it. 10 years running strong, 10 plus years running strong. Such a great series of movies. And then you get to go see them. Star Wars, one of the greatest science fiction stories ever. You go there, you get to go to Disneyland, you get to go see it. You get to be a part of the story. You get to feel the story. You get to see it, feel it. And, you know, with the food and everything, the awesome food choices, you get to taste it. And the thing about Disneyland, they're always on brand. Disneyland has a brand. Disney has a brand. Wherever you go in the world, you know Disney. You know its brand. So I miss Disneyland because of how it always teaches me. I'm always learning something from Disneyland. I go as a guest. I go as a visitor. I go because I do like the park and I like to be in there. I like to go and people watch, but I like to go because I like to learn. I like to see what can I take from today, from a service standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, from a trainer standpoint, you know, as a future business gym owner standpoint, as a writer, as somebody that loves to create content, as somebody that has so much imagination, ideas, somebody that's running a podcast, that's working with people, that's doing customer service every single week. What can I take from Disneyland and apply to my own daily operations, my own activities and goals and things that I do? You know, when I go there, I mean, I've been so much, you know, I don't really trip about getting on every single ride. I'll do my favorite. You know, I'll try to get on Indiana Jones. I'll try to go to Cars Land. And, you know, I'll try to get on, I'll always do the train. Like, I could ride the train all day. Just go around, chilling, like, all right. And just see the behind the scenes stuff. But there's always something going on. Your eyes is always moving. What's over here? What's over there? Hey, if we go this way, there's something happening over there. The shows, the production. I can't say that enough. Disneyland is not a theme park. Disneyland is a production, which is going to be the title of this podcast for sure. But yeah, so I don't really trip about going on rides anymore because I've been there so much. But, you know, if you've been there during Christmas, it's like the best time of the year. Everything is decked out, decorated, lights, the feeling. You know, you walk in and you just feel like you're in a whole, that's another thing. You walk into this park and you feel like you're in a whole different part of the world. You know, it's not like you're in Anaheim. You know, it's not like you're in SoCal. You know, you don't remember that this place was filled with orange groves. all you really feel is that you're in a whole different world. You're in Disneyland. That's all that matters. And I mean, I've done some reading on Disneyland and things like that. I would love to do more reading just because I'm a curious guy. Like the Disneyland Imagineering, the Disneyland Imagineering video documentary they have on Disney Plus is really good. I should do a podcast episode on that alone. Some takeaways and tips and things that I just loved about it. But yeah, like the fact that they have a Disneyland Imagineering group, you know, the detail into how they build their teams is pretty crazy. And building a whole nother park, you know, came from brainstorming. What can we do with all this space? It used to be a parking lot. What can we do with all this space? You know, they just go crazy. We should do this. We should try this. Do this, do this, do this, that, and that. Somebody was like, "What about a second park?" And they got into it, and they changed that around. It's become more of a Pixar place. And then you get into Pixar and what Pixar is doing. Disneyland is on point. Disneyland, Disney, it's all on point. So my first trip going to SoCal in a couple years out going to Disneyland, that was a first. But you know, I did see my brother, who I love, look up to, one of the people I love the most in the whole wide world, and hung out with some friends, got some sports card business done. So it was a great trip regardless. But man, I miss Disneyland. And you know, when quarantine is all over and COVID is all figured out, this will be cool to look back on. And I can't wait to do a video when I'm walking back through those gates down Main Street. Thanks for listening.